Hello everyone, and we're back for another search and destroy routes for knifing. We are now on Dome. This is where I spawned. As you can see, I am a defender, and let's get straight on with the video. So there are a couple of routes you can run in Dome. It's really not a very good map for search and destroy in my opinion. It's far too close, there's far too few routes. Sorry, that was a very convoluted way of saying that. There are far too few routes for you to run. So my very first route is the A defend. You can run straight down here, run up here, and hover around here. It's a really boring route, let's be honest. But when you're defending, you're defending. You don't want to come up here because they will come down these stairs or get to the top of these stairs before you can. And if you're only going knife only, there's a good chance you're going to lose that gunfight. You don't want to come up here because there are snipers in that building because they tend to hole up. So they'll either shoot you as you come up or you get shot by someone that's coming out here. And it's really not that advisable for you to do. So let's go back to the start and we'll do the next route. Following that very first one, I think I started around here, you can run up here. Obviously, you can work all this out yourself, there's only 3 routes. You can run up here. I wouldn't necessarily advise it. You're very exposed when you run over here and over here. So the only reason I'd say you run this way is to try Flame's bank shot, which is up on that. And if I've done it right, which I probably haven't, because I don't think I've ever hit the shot. Oh no, I have done it right. It lands somewhere around here. It bounces off that wall and it lands around here. People that rush out this doorway sometimes get hit by it. We got a guy that was behind this car because it bounces off the roof and just gets him right here. So yeah, so that's a nice little shot you can try if you want to try that. But this isn't about bank shot spots. That's a different series that we never continued doing. Anyway, the final route that you can run as a defender is you can run this way. I would never advise going up there as a knifer. It's a really stupid way to go. This is probably your best bet as a route because people get up there pretty quickly. But if you're quick enough, you can get into here, and you can kind of sort of hover around here. I would advise, to be honest, if you want to actually be aggressive as a knifer, you try this route because this is the safest one as in terms of like keeping you alive. If you want to be super safe, you can run around the back here, but generally what will happen is people will either push this way really fast, and so you'll see them like down here before you get out there, or they won't push this way at all. And if they don't push, you run in. Just run the fuck in. No one gives a shit. You run straight in. The number of times people have been caught off guard because they've been sitting in here not expecting anyone to come in is stupid. If you're out prepared with a knife and you're expecting to knife someone, you'll catch them off guard. So you just run straight up in here. You can knife anyone in this room. Make sure you check that and that corner before you run through. But if there's anyone else, they'll be down here. So you want to make sure you're aiming to that was a terrible shot. To aim like just over these barrels. Be prepared for there to be someone there or behind this table. Those are the only 2 places they can be really down here that's a danger to you. Anywhere else, and they're out in the open far too much. And people don't tend to like doing that unless they're idiots. So if you can get through here, it's ideal because you're now in their main building and they've either gone out that way, so you know they're going to A, or they're still in here and you can knife them all. So that's really, in my opinion, the best route that you can run on as a defender. So I think that about sums it up for the defensive side. If you want to be super defensive, you can, I guess, come around here. It's not a very nice spot to go because everyone checks around here. So I don't really know what you want to do in terms of defense. To be honest, my best advice on this map is it's such a small map, you may as well just rush. You either defend A or rush B. It's that simple. So I'm going to change teams now. And yes, so now we've started as a defender, and you start in here. This is a really horrible map as a defender. No, not a defender. Sorry, I completely messed it up. You start as you start in this room. It's a really nasty map to spawn in if you're planting because they have this entire building locked down. If you can't get out, you're a bit stuck. Sorry, that was a weird noise. So there's only a certain number of routes you can run, as I said before, and in my opinion, it's pretty much the same as before. You can either run straight forward and then run out towards A, like so. But in that case, you're running down here. My advice is not to go down here because the same reason as before. It's far too enclosed. Like they're going to win that gunfight. You can't win it at the bottom as a knife, and you can't win it at the top. It's it's just too long. I would advise trying to avoid looking down there at all if you can, because people will shoot up. You either come around here and you get people there, or you come down here and you get people straight. You just run straight to the bomb, because you can either clear out the people in here or you get a free ride round there. But I mean, this is really not a very nice route to run because you're so exposed. Like if there's a sniper up there, he shoots you. If there's someone coming over there, they shoot you. If there's someone coming from there, they shoot you. It's just not a good map to run to A on. Just don't do it if you have the choice. So going back to the start again, you start here, run right around here, straight through, and like I said before, you will have the edge on people that are running. This is a really nasty spot because they will get there before you get to here. If they're aiming across, you're dead. So you want to go around this side rather than that side, just to stop them sniping you, really. It's a slightly nastier route if you go this. I mean, if you go the other way, but I mean it's slightly faster. So it's really, if you feel like taking the risk, it's really up to you. So you run down here. I rather never go straight to B. Always run through this section, because if you are quick enough, you'll catch people running to a hiding spot down here, and you can either knife them, or if you're not quite quick enough, you'll miss them, but you also won't get killed by someone that's going to look up this way, because you'll get here slightly faster than they do. Because you've got to remember that they run from that side of the map, so it's about a 50-50 chance of when you're gonna get here in time. So you can get through here, and if you have a headset on dead silence, and you can sort of hear people that are around, and you can tell whether or not it's safe to come out or not. And yeah, my advice is obviously always to check in here and to check behind there. But really, well, obviously, like all the way around, not just that bit. But really, like those are the only two routes you can run on this map. So yeah, never get places to avoid. Never get caught in here. This is a horrible place to be. No matter what you're doing, like even if you're sniping or anything, it's a really nasty place. But knifing especially, because like, what are you gonna do? There's this barbed wire here, which is a pain in the arse. I mean, I guess it bounces a little bit, but not very much. The only thing you can try down here is you can try bank off that, which is a pretty nice shot, and it comes down just behind here somewhere. There it is. But you know, I mean, you could try and get someone behind there with that, but I mean, really, other than that, you're kind of stuck. So this is a really nasty place to go. Out here is another really nasty place. The only real sort of nice route is down this side. So I think that's about it for Dome, and I will see you next time with the next episode.